So what is up, YouTube? Today we're talking about assets and liabilities and how you can calculate your net worth. So what are assets? Assets are anything tangible or intangible that can be owned or controlled to produce value. So basically anything that can make money. Now we're going to be talking about examples of assets. Examples of assets are index funds, stocks. Even though stocks and index funds are fundamentally the same thing, index funds are more broad, while individual stocks are separate companies. Real estate, a business, and skills. So businesses, if you own a business, it can produce value for you, but it could also lose money. And skills, so if, for example, let's say you know how to code. If you work for someone, you could generate income from your skill. Liabilities is defined as the future sacrifice of economic benefit, so anything that loses value. So things you buy, such as video games, shoes, board games, even if they still withhold value, the value would be a lot less than it was maybe a year ago or a month ago. A lot of times your house is a liability because for houses you would have mortgage payments, electrical bills, and maintenance every single month. And unless you rent it out or when you sell it, only then it would be deemed as an asset, and only if it makes more money than you've spent on the house. Even as said before, business can be deemed as a liability if the business completely fails and goes bankrupt. So now we're going to be talking about the cash flow and balance sheet of a rich person and middle class person. This has been taken from the book Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So for the rich person, they have incomes of rental income, dividend income, interest, and royalties. We've talked about these before in previous videos. And on the balance sheet, their assets are real estate, stocks, bonds, notes, and intellectual property. Sometimes stocks can be deemed as liabilities, even real estate. Only when you choose like micro cap stocks, and if it loses a lot of money, if it loses money, then it'll be a liability. But in the long term, usually if you choose blue chip stocks, they'll end up going up, and they usually end up paying dividends. And they're assets. So stocks are also known as securities, which means they also they have the opportunity of going up, but they have a slight chance of going down too. So the pattern of a middle class person, as you can see, they only have one income, and that's their salary, their job, and they have a lot of expenses. They have taxes, mortgage payments, car payments, credit card payments, and school loans, and they don't invest in assets. Instead, they invest in liabilities, mortgage, car loans, credit card debt, and school loans. So how can you calculate your net worth? So to calculate your net worth, you get your assets minus liabilities. Now I've said the things you've bought is a liability, but it still withholds some value. So you want to take with these things, you would want to compare month to month. So if you keep buying these things, obviously your net worth will slowly start going down because the value of the things you buy are going to go down. So all your savings and the value of your stocks, real estate, etc., whatever else you own, minus your debt like student loan debt, credit card debt, car payments, mortgage, anything. So this is it for the video. Leave a like and subscribe.